Okay, this is the recap of the Call of Gusthulhu game from the point of view of Navy. So, the very first thing I do, of course, is to send a few scouts out and spread my forces out, trying to take as many outposts as I can from the very beginning. Um, Page contacts me very early and says that he wants an alliance, and I say yes to that with the condition that I get Vinka because it's close to my queen. So he vacates it, but unfortunately doesn't lower the shield in time for me to take it, so I have to send another sub to take it later on. There was some discussion, I know, among other players if I had backstabbed Beige and stealing Vintka from him when he wasn't looking, but no, it was part of an alliance deal. So that's me and Beige. Over here on the western front, I have Orange. Orange basically didn't reply to any of my messages, but he and I basically had a non-aggression thing going on anyway, just mute. We built up a few forces, but didn't really do anything about it. Down here, I had Red and Sky. I was going to just build up some forces and then stay here. But when I saw Red attacking Sky, I thought, well, that's great. I'm just going to swoop in and take that box lighter from Sky. But unfortunately, it was an attack. It was, in fact, apparently a gift. At which point, I contacted Sky and said, oh, sorry about the attack. Didn't mean it. Can I turn my sub into a gift and you send them back? And he said, yes, I'll do that. So there's my gift. Unfortunately, Sky didn't send my 13 drillers back. 13 drillers, not a big deal, but I'm good at holding grudges, so we'll get back to that later. Nothing else happened down here for a while. Well, actually, it did. He tried to send a martyr at me, which I scared him away with one sub, so he sent that back, and then later on the martyr came back, and this martyr got sent up here, but I blew it apart safely. So anyway, that's that. More interesting is right at the very beginning of the game, I grabbed Oaktown over here. Now, Pink wanted Oaktown too, so he sent an army of 38. I sent reinforcement, he sent more armies, I sent more reinforcements, and it was clear we were going to be stuck here for a while. So instead, I reached out and proposed that we would turn all of these armies into gifts, abort the whole sorry affair, and instead be friends, which we did. So none of this whole attacking happened. We sent back all of the forces. I took Oaktown, and he was going to grab some other resources from me, and we were going to have an alliance. Now, he didn't have an alliance. Pink didn't have an alliance with Beige, so for a while, Pink then went after Beige, which was my friend too. Now, I contacted both of them and said, hey, it's better if you two are friends because you're both friends with me. So eventually, after some gift exchanging and so on, that's exactly what happened. And from there on, Pink, Beige, and I, Navy, were an alliance. A very good one. That lasted until the very end. So that left one front, which was teal up here. Now, I had grabbed Maranga over here, which teal wanted. So we started fighting over this, and to make one long thing, to make a long story short, basically he kept wanting Maranga. I refused to give him Maranga. He started sending more and more reinforcements, and so did I. I slingshot a pyre up here, which basically gridlocked him to being unable to attack me and me being unable to attack him. He gets a smuggler, which means that he can bring reinforcements over here quicker than I can, which means that I needed to get my queen up there so that I could basically move my entire force up for this battle. I was basically resigning myself to losing the game and just make myself into a moving queen that was just going to keep moving into Teal's territory, moving all of my forces along with it. But at the very last, we brokered a deal. I was going to give him Maranga if he gets the hell away from this area and lets me move on somewhere else, which was going to be red. At this point, I figured I had a shot at actually winning the game if I could just get my mining operation up and running pretty soon. and the red mine up there looked pretty damn good to me. So that's exactly what we did. I went up to Maranga with my queen, basically going through here and then letting him take Maranga. I head up and for a brief moment have a very quick little battle with red, take over his home base, Tyrion and Chongos, and he escapes with his life, heading up north. At this point, I was going to pursue him and basically try to just finish red off, but over here, beige and pink are having some real problems with brown. Basically, they're losing this battle. Brown is just moving reinforcements in quicker than pink and beige can deal with it. So I send my forces over here to try to help them out. Now, about this point here, Brown then suddenly decides that he doesn't want to have a three-way war with the pink, beige, and navy alliance. So he departs. At this point, I've also built another mine here, so I now have 3 mines, and people can see that I'm going to win in 2.5 days. So now suddenly everyone starts scrambling to building mines as quickly as they can and stop fighting. But of course, I have an advantage here that I started this mining operation first. So there's not much else here that goes on. Brown departs. I don't have a use for my drillers here anymore, so I figured that I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm going to win, and I want to make sure that beige and pink will also win and get the 2nd and 3rd position. So I helped pink out by giving him 80 drillers so he can build another mine. And up here I decide to go after red and Sky. Remember those 13 drillers that Sky took from me? Well, when I and Teal became friends, he went after Orange, and he's been going through and decimating Orange until Orange has precious little left. Now this turned Orange kind of sour, so he told me that, hey, if I wanted to take this Smithland here, I could. So I did. Now Smithland is also a great little launching pad for one of Sky's mines. So I figured, hey, he said he took 13 drillers from me, I'll take a mine from him. So I put my forces onto a smuggler, go right past, where am I? Here comes my smuggler, go past red, up here to Stella, grab all the drillers I can here, head over to Hattoria, pick up even more drillers, go over to Smithland, and then from here, head over to what I figured was going to be Sky's mine. But at this point, Sky has given his mine to Olive, which is even better. Because Pink has had an issue with Olive the whole game, and Pink is unable to get to a good mining position because people are just taking his mines. So Pink asked me for one more favor. Revenge. Take the Olive mine. So I was going there anyway, so that works fine for me. I head over, and despite Sky's best efforts to reinforce Perisha, I come with just too big of a force. So on the very, very last tick of the game, I take the mine, and that's the end of the game. So on the very last thing, stealing Olive's mine brings him down to a 4th position. Beige is 2nd, Teal, my other semi-ally, was 3rd, and my other ally, Pink, was 5th place, but at least he got a little bit of revenge, and with me in the 1st. So that was a quick recap of the game of Subterfuge from the perspective of Navy.